Two guys are walking down the street when they see someone holding someone else over the side of a bridge by their ankles. They watch for a few minutes and eventually they shout, "Pull me up!" And up they come, holding a huge fish. The guys say this is a great way to catch fish and decide to walk down to the next bridge to try it. One of them dangles the other over and they wait and wait. 10 minutes later the guy shouts, "Pull me up, pull me up!" He asks, "Why, have you caught a fish?" He said, "No, there's a train coming." I'm Rob from JTRpodcast.com. I'm going to show you how to play Game of Trains. This is a game for 2 to 4 players, plays in about 30 minutes, is designed by Alexei Konov, Alexei Paltsev and Anatoly Skoilerov, and is published by Brain Games. You're in charge of a train. You need to manipulate the railcars to make them go from descending to ascending order. Each player gets a locomotive card and 7 random rail cards from the deck, which is placed in the middle of the table. The rail cards are placed in a line behind the locomotive in descending order. Choose a random start player, they get 1 card from the deck. In turn order, players get 2, 3 and 4 cards. In turn order, players choose 1 card from their hand and discard the rest to a face down discard pile. The chosen card then replaces any 1 rail card in their row, and the replaced card is placed face up in the middle of the table. If 2 cards with the same ability icon are ever in the middle of the table at the same time, they are both discarded face down to the discard pile. Cards are discarded in pairs this way, so if there are 3 cards in the middle of the table, only 2 are discarded. The discard pile remains face down and cannot be looked through by any player. Now the game begins properly, with players taking 1 of 2 actions in turn order. The first action is to draw a card from the draw deck, replace a rail card in your row and place the replaced card face up in the middle of the table as before. If the draw deck runs out, shuffle the face down discard pile into a new draw deck. The second action available is to use a card's ability. Choose a face-up card from the middle of the table, discard it face down and activate the ability. The swap ability lets you swap any 2 adjacent rail cards. The other swap icon lets you swap 2 rail cards exactly 1 card apart. These let you move a rail car right or left 2 spaces. You must have space to move 2 spaces to be able to use this ability. These 3 cards make all players remove the left, right or middle rail car from their row. In turn order, the card is discarded and replaced with the top card of the deck. These padlock cards can be placed on the first, last or middle rail card to protect them from this discard ability. If a player chooses to replace the rail card with a padlock, the padlock is also discarded. The game will end immediately when someone arranges their rail cards in numerical order, even if they do it out of turn due to another player forcing them to remove a card. That's Game of Trains, a quick pattern building game. Please like this video if you found it useful, share it to let others know about it, subscribe to the channel for more how to play videos as well as other board game related content. You can find me on Twitter at JTRpodcast, support the show at patreon.com/JTRpodcast, and you can find my blog and podcast at JTRpodcast.com. I've been Rob aka JestaThaRogue. Until next time, keep on riding those railcars.